So they're not going to be trying to open up that kitchen hatch, it seems like. In the meantime, Bibu dropped down into Oil Pit. It's going to be trying to put up some pressure onto Nure. P4 will come and help, but first take care of the barbed wire with the impact. It's going to be giving him a bit more free movement as now the triple wall will be started to open up. Durs has the opportunity to go for the peak. Will try and maybe do so. That's a grenade to come right around the corner. Nure goes down. Shinka will be found, however, and will be secured surely. But that is still a man advantage here for unKnights. Fatality.
There it is, but there's the quick revenge there. They're able to get them up on the backside of the smoke. The drone came through, and that's why P4 just pushed, but they lost the fight. Chaoxis heard the movement, caught out, and the trap has sprung. 10 seconds, though, and they've been able to stop the breach getting through. Sees one, sees two. Both the call will say they're in the main corridor. It's a long angle held, but you've got to get into a situation where you can try and strike here. There's Cactus getting one more.
Cactus!
Double for Cactus. The cover came through. The chance here of a run out with the C4 in pocket. They're ready to hit under lounge as the movement starts to come through. You assume you'll hear that C4 in just a second. Voy goes for it, moves around. There's the play, there's the explosion, there's the cold diffuser.
Definitely so, and it's only up to Shinka now, the last man standing. Suddenly this entire round turned around with the utility usage and the pushes that were coming through. The cover was, didn't suffice for the players that were trying to go for the outwards push. And of course, there's not much you can do to the smoke canisters that were about to come in, except for throwing maybe these EMPs. And now there's 10 seconds left on the clock. Shinka needs to find 3 players while there's still potentially that C4 below. No, there's not even, but he's never going to be able to get the triple kill here. The time runs out, and it is going to be unKnights that win their defensive round.
Had Jim control. Jim window hasn't been put pressure on now. Rise is heading there now, and he just takes out the kill instantly instead of getting the sort of removal. And now they're going to have to sort of put their pressure in a little bit of a different way. There's almost the catch there, but Bibu is the one that locks off Blaz, finally put down, and P4 finds Voy. The window gets shut down, but not long before or after. Either way, you see the body and the player get dropped as well. The pre-fire around the corner and the pop turns into the end and a flawless 4 vitality. Possibly, you still got to try and find your way past some of the jammers, some of the other bits of utility dug in as you try and drive behind the back of blue. Nure pulls away, doesn't want to stick around, but look at this. The flood comes through and it goes in the way of unKnights as the opener, but they're able to drive their way into Church. Bibu suffers, but scrapes their way through as Rise takes the drop on the opposite side on the Moto hatch. They slip all the way through, but Blaz round on the back is looking for this fight. So's Rise, who is more aware. It's Blaz. Strikes quick, finds some of the vengeance that they've been looking through throughout this game so far. Finally has that bit and waiting to catch a little bit of the loose play here, but 20 seconds. Bibu is trying to edge away in a little bit closer. The diffuser isn't currently in hand and won't be as it's held, trapped, and dropped by Voy. One more for Chaoxis, and unKnights are able to bring themselves back to balance. Here, Chaoxis has 2 more smoke canisters in pocket, so is more than ready and able to try and defer this if they go for that. There's the swing round. There's somebody with a long pre-fire, and it's Voy who's able to get the first off on P4. That's underneath in lounge. That's a bit of a blow to the vitality approach here. If you remember, the C4 was a bit of a cost before.
And there's only 1 smoke canister left, however, 22 seconds and that Nitro available on the side of Voy. They're rushing in. They're going to try and spread their chances here. Going in deep. There's no way Voy is going to be able to find this. Maybe, actually, the Nitro comes out. It's going to be able to pick up a double kill, and that brings it to a one-on-one situation. 8 seconds left on the clock. Shinka is sticking the plant, and Voy needs to move up. Is he going to be in time? That is the question. Spots him out and gets the kill. Voy clutches it out. A double kill from the Nitro, and eventually just able to rotate up through these red stairs in time.
Corner. But now P4 is going to put pressure up the main brick stairs. They want to try and swing in. They sort of pulled away from their hold before. The C4 around the corner ripped and dropped, and the spray becomes the firefight that goes their way. The shotgun locks it off, but it's suddenly a 3 versus 2. Cannot swing the firefight from that sort of range, so Voy is going to pull themselves back. There's a little bit of a hold here as they're looking to try and get the snuck-in plant. It is just Voy. He's going to move in amongst the smoke, slow and steady, crept to a new bit of a location. Got the hop and the drop on the first. Just sees the second, can't control it, but Cactus is downed. That puts him in a much better situation now. They're going to utilize Cactus as that little bit of a crawl of intel.
They know where he is. There's a bulletproof cam still up around inside the Logi. Not sure if they smashed it. He's missing the shot, however. Bibu manages to win it out, and It seemed like they could have been aware, just the shot was right on the shoulder, and Bibu a little bit quicker on that trigger afterwards.
He's a surgeon from a long range, and at a short range, he is often unstoppable.
Ray gets the first kill, however, and tries to continue to cut into the church as he's on the motorcycle hatch. A grenade is being pulled, it's getting tossed right around the corner. Cactus gets blocked just a little bit. No real damage done, however, and the members of unKnights are starting to come around as Cactus gets 2 kills and has the opportunity to go for 3. Will be able to find it. It's a 3v2 situation, 10 seconds left on that clock. They need to start moving in. Durza dropped it only up to Kioxis now. He has a good angle to the side. He doesn't spot the Malusi, however, and will be taken down by Bibu in the end. Rise could be holding off. And all that you have to do then is just quickly get the Gara hook out, shoot it up, and that's exactly what Durza's about to do.
Well, P4's dug in on the corner, strikes first though, and there is the quick trade and the play from the other side. CC swings, but it's an entire lockdown inside. Vitality come off worse for wear though. Everything exploded at the same time. That leaves Bibu stuck in logistics, and well, I say construction. Now he's in logistics, and he's able to at least pull some pieces together. They're 2 versus 1. They have the diffuser, though, and they're still just kind of steadying, holding on to the angles for now. There's a bit of a wait, a bit of a lull, and suddenly an explosion of bullets. There is a unKnights armory plant stacked up on multiple different sides. Blaz and Bieber are isolated on the far side as the smoke canisters pop on the top of main stairs, and on that little slip road in as well. Nora hits it as Void goes for the close confrontation just with Rise on the construction window. It's Blaz that gets the early strike. Nora, Chaoxis get the double down, but 15 seconds, and P4 strikes for an important double there, puts the body balance into a 1 versus 1. P4 steps up, steps in, hits the plate, and puts Vitality back in the lead. Strong arm their way in against a very reinforced push here. There's a whole angle and a whole split. Nora is trying to get the lockdown and the cover there on Rise, dropped through the spray by Void, hops in towards the chassis, goes for a little bit of aggression on the top of red, loses the fight though, and Void has only a handful of seconds to try and creep their way up. It otherwise entirely goes blue, and Vitality put themselves on map point, and for the first time this game, a team is 2 rounds ahead of the other.
Yes, however.
Gone 6 takes care of the Maestro cam now as they're able to finally get open some pressure onto the wall. That reinforcement makes it a little bit tricky as Voy has to go for the rotate round onto Oil to make sure that they have the support around the stairs. Cactus, however, he's stepped up, reveals the Gemini as the game played, and the grenade is going to be the bounce just around the close corner. Still trying to get that body out from the wall itself, forcing them further and further back. The angle is being held. Durza needs to try and apply some pressure on the opposite side. The Toesies, oh nosies, as they get the open of the spray through, but it's suddenly coming through for them. There it is. Shinka is left in a 1 versus 2 situation on the back line with a C4 in pocket. Wants to try and take the cover down the long. Takes that very dip dive there. The pickup, they didn't stick it!
No, because like they managed to run through. So what they did is they called, he is coming, he's in blue. So they were like, all right, we need to reposition, and then realized there is no time left. So you went off just to realize there is no time to reposition. I should stick it.